Today I'd like to talk about why we meditate. We meditate for so many reasons, but what I want to talk about today is our nature. For me, the biggest reason to sit for any length of time in silence is to take up a deeper relationship with myself, to get to understand myself a little bit better. And what I am actually coming to understand is my nature. In my practice, I spend a whole lot of time trying to convince people that in fact they are fine just the way they are. Yet they come to me with an intense amount of struggle trying to be something other than that. And I'm here to tell you that that is simply not possible. What is our nature? Our nature is our essence. It's something we are born with. It is not something that you can change. It's actually our gift. If I were to make a piece of toast right now, it would be laced with this essence of my nature. If I was to build a building, it would be laced with this essence of my nature. If I were to have an argument, it would be laced with this essence of my nature. I cannot change this part of myself. Yet people spend lifetimes trying to do just that. When we sit in meditation, when we sit in that deep silence, when we get to that place of presence, it's really being present with who we are and finding that it's not even an acceptance, because that implies that it's less than divine. And in fact, our nature is just that. It is divine. It is the biggest gift we give to the world. To give ourselves without confusion and without struggle is the gift of beauty. And so when we sit in meditation and we move through the centers, we move through the chakras, and we hit upon that third space, the solar plexus, oftentimes this feels like a place of resistance. But in fact, this is the place where we give of ourselves. This is where we take the energy of our day, our life force, and start to define it and put it out into the world. And we put it out laced with our divine nature, our signature, our logo, if you will. And so one of the reasons to sit in meditation is to get to know that part of ourselves better, to get to know it without struggling, to get to sit with it like a dear friend and take up a relationship with it that feels divine. So let's do that this morning. Let's take a seat and take up a relationship. Get to know what our nature really is. So let's find our comfortable seat. Find a place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next several minutes. And don't close your eyes just yet. I'd like you to take a look at something in your space, anything at all. And as you gaze in a soft way, I want you to feel like you're bringing all of your energy into one place. So when we're looking at this object, whatever it is, we're looking at it, but so many other things are going on in our mind, all these fragments of ourself, where we are completely ununified. And so this beginning moment where we just gaze upon this point and start to bring each part of ourselves into alignment, into a feeling of wholeness. Begin to feel things shift for you here. And once you feel like that's true for you, go ahead and close your eyes and begin to hear the sound of your breath. Feel it move up and down your spine. And you might still be feeling the thoughts. You might be distracted in some way, but that's okay, because this is the moment where we begin to cross that bridge from the outer world to the inner world. And so sometimes crossing that bridge can be a bit difficult, so we have the tools of the breath. And we can bring on this journey just a small little bag, a bag filled with 3 simple things: your faith, your presence, and your desire to know the truth. That's all you really need. Begin to feel the earth underneath you, that constant force, and rest into it deeply. Really lean in here. Imagine you have a grounding cord, a big, wide grounding cord. You're going to draw it into the earth. You might feel a bit of weight, or just another experience of becoming whole as you draw not just into the earth, but into your body. And with that cord, I'd like you to pull up into your belly, into your second chakra, the energy of the earth. In fact, the energy of your life force that you will use today. So we get to sit here with it. It's building in our body, building in our second chakra, this energy of creativity, something we can use to make anything at all. So for right now, let's leave it undefined. Just possibility. Just pure potential. Blessed with your highest intention. Feel yourself lifting the frequency of this vibration. Simply through your presence. Now, travel up a bit to that place I mentioned before, your solar plexus. And this is where we let that energy out and where it's laced with our own divinity. So in our belly, it was still part of oneness. But now it's a little more individual. Now it has our mark on it. And so we want to put it out fully with such great joy. We don't want to hold any of it back. We don't want to shame it. We want it to be a full expression of ourselves. And that happens simply by allowing it to be. Not trying to change it, actually not trying at all. Just feeling it. And knowing that with your blessing, it will go where it needs to. It will do what it is meant to do. And all we need to do is have that intention. When we work in this way, when we feel one with who we are, and we recognize it as a gift to the world, as the most beautiful offering, you feel it immediately in your heart. This is where karma comes in. When you give in that beautiful way, that divine source moving through you as you our heart opens, there is an inner expansion. You are recognizing that you are divine. And in being so, there's nothing to change. It's complete perfection, even in its occasional struggles. It's all in divine order. As you travel up to bless your words now, what are those small words that you're still speaking? Are they uplifting? Are they rewarding? Or are there still some doubts left? And that's absolutely okay. Just notice them. Just be with them. Let's not resist them if they're of some less than joyous vibration. Instead of resisting, just sit right next to it and hold its hand. That density, that confusion. Don't try to change it. Just sit next to it. Be with it. That's enough to create the alchemy. And now, let's move up to the space of our third eye, and I like to call this the seat of the Buddha. And so, this is a place where all of the thoughts now really begin to dissolve. And you are free to be unencumbered, simply an elevated vibration, without the clouds of your thoughts and the energy of any struggle. In the absence of all of that, there is just pure vision. You're sitting in the seat of the truth. And in doing so, you see not only clearly, but everything in one moment. We begin to recognize in this seat that there truly is no separation. That is a design of the mind. And now with your eyes closed, go ahead and look up into your crown. And imagine, sense, or feel a light and energy entering your body, raising your frequency and offering you a blessing. This is a time to feel receptive and humble. Letting everything go so that this energy can fill you completely. And that you can become this energy. Experiencing oneness in the moment. And begin to deepen your breath, and as you do, you'll be left with a feeling. That is your blessing for this meditation. Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling love? Are you feeling joy? Are you feeling acceptance, whatever that vibration is. Take that as your blessing for the day. And in every encounter, everyone you meet, everything you see, try to remember it, to offer it. So if your blessing was love, then offer that to the world today. If your blessing was acceptance, then allow yourself to accept all things as they are today. What you receive, you are ready to give. And then as you feel ready, you can deepen the breath, and being fully in that shift, that movement toward wholeness, begin to open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this meditation as much as I did offering it. Thank you so much. Namaste.